AFC intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bayshul Tootin. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Tootin gets it from the gun. 3 inside the 30. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Let's go. Alert. 60.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready?
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set! Liking 18! Hut, hut!
Tootin. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. On is Katie York for the PAT. No problems on the extra point there. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Won't try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. And they're going to throw out of the gun. This one's caught. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know what's interesting, Kate? Even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
And off to Tootin. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
Mustang 19, Panthers.
He's going to throw this one. Has it in close. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Goes to the hurry up here. Tootin. He's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Okay, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. This one's set up for Lamar. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
team doing on the last run? It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Caleb Ramsell. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6. Ready?
Back now, pressure coming. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
70 Timberwolves. Pass the 60, pass the 60. Buffalo 18.
From the gun on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So 1st down from the 41.
Report. No, we changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Real quick, baby. It's not.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Gun. Here's Jackson. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
To number 86.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 17-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 7.
Middle.
Throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left with 4th down here.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
It's up. What it is? It's up. You.
They'll throw for it. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jackson yet again. This one's to Andrews outright. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after it.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
Ravens 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tootin now on the return. And And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This ain't what you want. Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Working now from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bayshul Tutu. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. They're throwing it. Into the hands of his running back, Tutu. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
3-yard pickup.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down now. They need 7.
Let's go now.
Sticking to the air here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. And that one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go. Warriors, 70, 60 Vikings.
Working inside the red zone. This time not able to get it to him. He's been a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. And it's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
On the set.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
A toss play to Tutu. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
60 Vikings. Check, smash. 19 tight. Hurt. Say, hurt. Cup 19.
3rd and long for him here. Almost just had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Katie York now on for the field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. York knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, report! 180! Yes, sir!
Jackson looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, hey! Sit hard! 180! Yes, sir! No, we change it.
Here's Jackson to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready! Sit hard! You at? We change it. Go right here. Oh.
Now it's Jackson. Chased out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, outside, sit up! Hey, report! Hey, shot!
Throwing from the gun. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be brought down as he sets his offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
What is it? Sit hard! Middle.
And again, it's Jackson. He rolls to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey! Sit hard! Middle. Hey! Hey, report! Sit up!
From the gun, Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
Next one. Hey, 13. Yeah. Hey, middle.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Ravens make it a 1-score game before halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to within 6.
Ravens 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
70 Dragons, Buffalo 18, 2, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19, 18, come back, 7 Pirates, 7.
Back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
6-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars bump the lead up to 13 points. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Here's the final play of our first half.
Change it.
Throwing here just before halftime. Completed to his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Hey, middle.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19.
Starting this drive with a design run. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go! Come back in. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
From the red zone now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Cougar 19, let's go.
On the ground, Tootin. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
This will end up as a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. And they're on 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Slot man motioned over. Handoff on second and short. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
On first down, Jackson. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Yo. 13. UAA.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Change it.
Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time left. Oh, he's keeping it again. There he goes again. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Changing it up here. Jackson forced out to his right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Darnell Savage with the pick. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Kate, I know you've listened to me over the years praise and compliment offenses to just not go away from success. If you're running it well, keep running it. If you're throwing it, keep throwing it. Don't go away from it. Well, this defense, they're not going away from the pressure. And you see that.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I get reckon that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, I leash I heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my do the pepper seed. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sail by 17 and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unlimited views. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then you I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the Flipmode squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, Flipmode is the squid on. Busta Rhymes break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Blow, coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars, make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, get them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and you I step correct. And you know we come through to like the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
No, we changed it. Go. Hey, report! Report!
Jackson now on second down. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3.
Report!
From the gun, Jackson. He's got it! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is second down and 5.
Middle.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore. Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Hey, middle. Yeah. 13.
Second down. Jackson moving left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That his first touchdown this year. Now for the point after. The kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Lightning, 8, 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on, come on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Calvin Austin. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 4th TD grab of the season. On now, Cade York for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jaguars come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Less than a yard.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
No, we change it.
They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
On the set. 18, Pioneer. Third. Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Chutin. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.